Yeah.
Why aren't we? Why is that vehicle parked like that? And you're not doing anything.
I can give you a number if you wish to get in touch with the council.
Well, as I say, you work for the council, don't you?
Right.
Why aren't you? That shouldn't be parked there like that, should it?
The council.
Should that be parked there like that, in your view? Because it shouldn't be in my view.
I'm not giving. Oh, right. That's your view.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm asking you your view.
No, I'm not going to give you my view.
Right. So they can park illegally, but if it was a member of the public, if it is parked illegally.
Okay.
Well, why isn't it parked illegally then? Can you tell me why?
The council can give dispensation to to certain vehicles. That vehicle has been given dispensation.
Has it got a certificate to say that in the window?
Yes, it has.
Right. Okay then. Well, that's fine.
These are dispensation permits that have been given by the council, right? So they can park
on street.
Yeah.
But don't you think they could parked a bit better?
Right. See this?
I'm thinking, yeah.
Carry on filming. See this? This is all part of what's happening here.
Yeah, I know all about that. But
okay.
So it's blue badges, but shouldn't you not be parking in an illegal space? And you know, it's not a very good advert, is it? Yeah. It's not a very good advert though for. If you're supposed to be enforcing parking and blue badges, you shouldn't really be parked in that manner. It's an awful way to park a vehicle.
Is it really? Don't
you think? On a corner, on a double yellow, parked across a pavement, obstructing disabled people maybe who are passing on that pavement, or anybody else. Oh, sorry, it's a blue badge enforcement team, so it's there to be in the way of disabled people maybe. I don't know. I think it's awfully parked though.
Okay.
And if you know, wouldn't you agree? On a corner, it must be the worst place to park. Even though you've got council dispensation, I don't think that's very clever, really. Yeah. So this is what this lady's doing here. She's just checking badges coming through. So you're going to park that vehicle in the council car park, or? But is that there just to make a comment that the enforcement team are here? Is that what it's for, or not?
Do you want to get in touch with the council?
Yeah, well, I will get in touch with the council myself, but as I say, that's no problem at all. I'm just interested. You know, I've got a councillor there with me at the moment.
Yeah, sure.
So you know, I'm very, you know, as I say,
no, I don't know.
Well, I know plenty of councillors. Well, I'm asking you. You obviously don't know any parking regulations if you're allowing it to park. It's not, you know, in an obstructive place. I think it's an abuse of the powers.
Oh, right.
I do. I think it's an abuse of powers. Sorry, I'll be finding out what to do myself.
Okay.
But I think that's a disgraceful way to park a vehicle doing what you're doing.
You know, very frustrated.
No, I'm not. I just think it's.
You say you were
no, I think it's disgraceful that there's one law for supposedly you lot and a law for the public.
Oh, who do you mean you lot?
Parking enforcement.
Right.
Well, enforcement officers, civil enforcement.
Right.
So you're using civil law and making up your own rules. But I do think that's wrong. You know,
that's not correct.
Yeah, I do think that's wrong.
No, what I pointed out.
Yeah.
You can carry on filming.
Yeah. It is because it'll record it. Yeah.
It's all right. Well, no, you want to get me on shot, don't you?
No, it's a bit. I'm a bit too close for that, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can do it like that if you want.
You can do whatever you like.
Carry on. Yeah.
No, you ask a question. If I can answer it, I'll answer it. Right.
Yeah.
There's a myriad of reasons why a vehicle can park on WL lines.
Yes, but
right?
I'm not just saying on double yellow lines, but on a corner like that as well.
Whether you think it's right or not, if it's an obstruction, you believe it's an obstruction, you should inform the police.
Right.
That's what you need to do. Right.
Right. Yeah.
If it's just about dispensation, like I pointed out to you, that vehicle has been given dispensation.
Yeah, but what an awful place to park it, whether it's got dispensation or not. Well, I can understand if you were doing a job, but is this just for this lady to sit here?
Here's the police officers. Are
they proper police or?
There you are, there's the police officers.
Yes. Excuse me, I've got a complaint here. As I say, I'm just having a word with this civil enforcement officer. Yeah. Now, this vehicle, in my view, shouldn't be parked like that. It's on double yellows. It's on a corner, and it's obstructing the pavement. Now, if that was a member of the public's van or vehicle, even without dispensation, I believe that it has to be removed or or whatever. Just because it's part of the Cheshire Council and it's the council's vehicle and they've got dispensation to park, but I believe that the way they're parked is not acceptable to members of our public. Because, you know, it is blocking off the pavement, especially with this sign here, sir, you know. As you can see, we've got another sign here, so people are having to find a way through. Now, ladies with pushchairs and prams and disabled members of our community won't be able to use that.
Okay, I'll take your point.
You know, I said to him, look, if you move it somewhere else, that's fine, but I think it's awfully parked for the situation. If they're checking people's blue badges going in here, fair enough. But park like that is not acceptable, I don't think.
All right, well,
All right, thanks. I'll listen to what he has to say as well, because he was quite, you know, he wanted me to understand it. Yeah.
Keep going all the way down to Falls Roundabout and down City Road.
Oh yeah? All right, Joe. Yes.
Filming.
Yeah. I was originally so.
Moving shortly? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The gentleman's got a bit of a point, isn't it? It is obstructing the pavement using likewise showing up through the barrier. So, have we asked her to move it?
Sorry?
Have we asked her to move it?
Yeah, if you
We're going to
believe,
leave it now.
you know.
All right, I'll leave it with you.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, thank you. Thanks. Okay, it's nice to be right. Thank you. Yeah.
We all have opinions.
Yeah. It's not an opinion, it's just, you know, common sense. Common sense. Even the police agreed with that. You know, so they asked you to move your vehicle.
You want to give you advice?
Yeah.
If you feel like you need to report it and you've
Yeah.
got obstructing,
Yeah. No, well, thankfully you told me that. Anyway, I'm going now, yeah.
Forward, so you're
Yeah.
gonna get run over.
It's all right, I'm going now.